What's up guys, Barretus here, and today we're back with some more Botania. So last time we had a look at our Lexica Botania, our introductory book, flowers and petals and making them into dyes and all that sort of basic-y world gen stuff. So today we're going to have a look at the Petal Apothecary and how to generate some mana. So to start off with, we're going to make our Petal Apothecary, which is just going to be cobblestone, 2 slabs, and a petal. It can be any kind of mystical petal. That gets us this Petal Apothecary. So that looks pretty cool. So we can stick water in the top of that. And this is how we do our first bit of basic magic-y stuff. So basically we're just going to throw petals into the apothecary and then throw in some vanilla seeds, and if you've done the right combination of petals, you'll get something. You'll create a new type of flower. So to start us off, we need 4 white petals. If we throw these in, you can see them in there, sort of swirling around, and we got this sparkly effect. So now if we throw some seeds in, boom, we got a pure daisy. So this is our first magical flower. So if we place this down, it doesn't do anything on its own, but if we place either log blocks or smooth stone around it, it will turn them into either living, I think it's living wood or living stone. And that shouldn't take too long, I hope. Alright guys, I'll be back once these have been converted into living rock. Nice, there we go. Okay, so you can see it takes, what was that? A minute or so, I think. And it turns wood blocks into living wood and smooth stone into living rock. If we mine these up, chop these ones down, and I'll just get a few more of these living rocks going. I think I only need living rock. Actually, I'll need some more wood as well. Alright, we'll just do that again. Okay, so these are the basic building blocks for a lot of our magical creations. I wouldn't call them machines, but you know, like our altars and our other sort of things. So to start us off with, we can combine 2 living wood to get a living wood twig. We'll get 2 of them, and I actually need a 3rd one of them to do what I want to do, so I'll just get a bit more of this living wood made up and I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. I just got a little bit more of that living wood being converted up. So if we make 1 more living wood twig, we can take 3 of these twigs across the crafting grid like that, and 2 petals. Any 2 petals that you want, and they actually affect the color of this wand. So this is going to make a wand of the forest. So there's a lot more information in here, and I think basics, yeah. For Wand of the Forest gives you all your information about what this wand does, but basically it's our main tool, like manipulation-y thing, kind of like a wrench for a tech mod. So we can use it to check on things and like manipulate different blocks and stuff like that. So we better make some blocks that we can actually manipulate. So to start us off, we want to actually generate some mana. So first of all, we need to make up a mana generating flower. To do that, if we have a look in our Lexica Botania, in generating flora, so there's all these different flowers that we can use to generate mana, but for now we're just going to go with the very basic Daybloom. So all this one needs is 2 yellow petals, an orange petal, a light blue petal, and your seeds. So if we fill this up with some water, and then we want to go, oops, what happened there? Oh well. Okay, one of them, one of them. Oh, that's got way too many yellow petals in it. Okay, well I haven't done this before, so let's see what happens if we have the wrong amount of petals. Okay, looks like nothing happens, so let's see, can we use our wand to get these out of here? Function mode, blind mode. No, it doesn't look like, maybe I have to break it? Okay, yeah, and that gave me my petals back. Okay, well I've learnt something today. So if you have the wrong combination of petals, you can't actually throw the seeds in to complete your little ritual. Alright, so... I did it again! I thought you could right click to throw one of a stack. That's annoying. 1, 2. 1 orange, 1 blue. Then we throw a seed and we get a day bloom. Alright. I'm just going to make up one more of them. Whoop. Let's make up 1, 2, 4, and a seed. Just throw a handful of seeds at it. Okay, that works. So we have 2 day blooms. So these will generate our mana. But to actually use them, the mana, we need to collect it. And to do that, we need to take some living rock and shape it like that, like a minecart, and we'll get a diluted mana pool. So if we place our mana pool down, this will actually store mana. Okay, so I just grabbed a couple of extra day blooms I had around, so you might have noticed in the Lexica Botania there, under the day bloom, it mentions this picture here. So if you place these flowers right beside each other, they have like a diminishing returns effect and they'll generate less mana. So the best positioning is to actually put them in a diagonal formation like this. So as an example, that, and that. So see, if you place this here, you get this effect. That shows you that they're fighting for sunlight and they're going to be inefficient. Okay, so we have a way to store our mana, and we have a way to generate mana, but we don't have any way to actually move this stored mana into our mana pool. So to do that, we need to make up a, if I go back to here, a mana spreader. So these things will actually pull in mana from mana generating flowers nearby and shoot it at the block that it's facing. You see our crafting here, we can take any kind of petal, 6 living wood, and a gold bar. So 6 living wood, gold bar, and we'll take this cyan petal, gets us this mana spreader. So if we place this so that it's facing the diluted mana pool, it should start shooting mana into the pool. Might just move this closer. Okay, we should see an effect. Ah yeah, so if we grab our wand, you can see with our wand it actually gives us an example line of where this thing's shooting its mana. And if we hover over it and right click, it'll actually show us, see the name there of the block, the mana spreader. It shows how much mana it currently holds and what it's aiming mana at. Same with the mana pool, if we right click it, it shows us how much mana is in it, what it's called, and that it's accepting mana from items. So this will build up, and then it will fire a burst of mana into the mana pool. And the other thing we can do, so this wand has 2 modes. You can see right now it's in bind mode or function mode. So function mode, when you right click on a block, it just gives you this information. So you can actually, oh yeah, I can click on the day blooms as well to get an idea of how much they're generating. But if we hold shift and right click just in the air, we can change it to bind mode. And when it's in bind mode, we can actually so if we shift right click block and then shift right click this, we actually target it at this block. So I actually have a second mana spreader here. I don't want to break that one just yet. Sorry, a second mana pool. So I'll just place this one here, just to give you an example. So if we right click the spreader, right click the mana pool, it actually points it directly at the mana pool. So this way you can actually set up things to work on diagonals and you don't have to have things in straight lines. So the last thing I want to check just quickly is, can we break this? Yeah, so you lose your mana if you break your diluted mana pool. Alright, so now we're generating mana, we're transferring it to our mana pool and storing it. We can see that we're slowly building up a bit of mana there. So the last thing I want to do is, this is a diluted mana pool, so it's the very first basic version that you start off with, and we can actually upgrade that. So I've made a second diluted mana pool here. Now if we hold this in our hand and we look at the block, we get this little UI effect that shows that we can throw this item into the mana pool. The tick there means that there's enough mana and it will turn it into something new. So if we throw it in there, the magic effect, and this has turned it into a full-fledged mana pool. So it doesn't make a huge difference right now, but this proper mana pool is what we'll actually need later on for our more advanced stuff. So I'm just going to swap that over right now. And you can see right here, because there isn't enough mana in this mana pool, we can't, with the X mark there, we can't turn this diluted mana pool into a full mana pool. And that's pointing fine. There we go. And that's starting to fill up again. Alright guys. Well, that's your Petal Apothecary, a couple of basic flowers, and just your basic mana setup for Botania. So, not sure what we'll look at in the next one, but yeah, that's our very basic setup. So, alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.